Today we're going to be working on CF Moto's 800 trail. Bend it up a little. Yeah, don't be doing that with your Milwaukee Impacts. It shortens their life. Thank you, bud. Anyway, today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be working on the CF Moto 800 trail. We had an accident in it, bent up an A-arm. So we'll be replacing that today. Hey, could you go get me the A-arm up front off of those black boxes, the Husky boxes? That one's already loose. And we have the 950 CF Moto tires on it, the Z-Force 950. We will put the original ones back on. These are actually set in a little bit. So the offset's in. We couldn't figure out, we were rubbing on the rim. All you have to do is modify it a little bit. Bring it in a little bit closer and we'll show you. So if you just grind this piece right here on the shock mount, if you grind it just a little bit, it will clear and you'll be able to run the 900 tires on it. But if you think a 50-inch machine is a little unstable, try going 48 on it. When you go 48, it is really unstable. So we got the rims and tires at a good discount. We thought we wanted them on there, but it ended up not being a great idea. But if you have a 2-inch spacer, like we do on the back, then it's not as big of a deal. We will be putting ours back on. He'll push it out another inch. So here's the new A-arms. These are bent. Let me bring it around this way. I'm just gonna grab the camera. You can see the bend right here. Give me that A-arm. Now it's been bent for a while. We've been waiting on parts. Right now parts are hard to get for anything, but this has been back ordered for several months. You can tell straight, not straight. That doesn't do you any good having a bent A-arm, and it makes your steering and everything off big time. Oh yeah, yeah, steering wheel's off, everything's off. But we had a ride to do in Arkansas, so we bent it back as straight as we could, threw it on, and went riding. Now that we have the part, we're gonna take it apart and fix it. I'm not sure if anybody else has had this problem. We're having problems with these shocks. If you can see up in there, I got lights. Let me grab a light here. See that gasket, that O-ring coming out, that dust seal? I'm not sure if these are rebuildable, but this is not our only unit to have this problem. We have two 500s. One of them I know's got this problem, and I've got a friend with a 800, the C-Force 4-wheeler, and they're having that same problems. I'm not sure if it's because of the way we ride them and how rough or what. I know we're rough on them, so I can't say it's 100% not our fault. Okay, guys. I am almost blind with that much light.
Is that?
That's too much, guys, and it's facing at my face.
Or
yeah.
maybe
Don't get me wrong, I like light, but oof, yeah. You can put it back here, facing up, because I don't do a whole lot looking back this way. Yeah, that will work. I do like to have good light, and we want good light so people can see without having problems seeing what we're talking about. Anyway, so I would like to replace shocks. Probably going to. Found a couple different companies that make them. I don't know enough about them to tell y'all that they would be a good company to go with. So
Fox doesn't make them?
Fox makes them, but Fox is expensive, and I'm sure they're great shocks. It's just, we're like most people, we have a budget and can't afford to drop $3,000 or $4,000 on a set of shocks, which I'm,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You can look them up real quick. See. Here's my phone. So I've got Fox shocks for CF Moto. They may not even make one for this one. I'm not sure. We were having trouble getting these, so we decided to order an A-arm from Main Street Cycle, and we ordered one from Martinez Motorsports, and they both came in within the week, the same week. No, they were back ordered. It wasn't Martinez Motorsports' fault that they were back ordered. I was getting impatient, and if I would have just been calmer, I would have saved myself some money.
Next time we need one.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to need one. We have several of these units that we're going to end up. Oh, shoot. We need to put the clutch kit on both the 500s.
Yeah, mine first.
No, let's do them both at the same time. We do have a clutch kit in this one, and boy, it wakes it up. Our clutch kit came from Main Street Cycle, along with our muffler on this thing. The muffler and the clutch kit on this four-wheeler really makes it wakes it up. I have a Yamaha, and this blue 800 will smoke my Yamaha. It's way peppier with that clutch kit and stuff. Now, no, I thought it was real loose. Well, it is. There's a ball joint in there, and it allows us to do a lot of motion. That's probably why we didn't break it when we got in a wreck, because this thing was shoved back so far. What'd you find?
I don't really think they do have a pro CF Moto, but they are like $2,000.
Yeah, Fox shots $2,000–$3,000. Yeah, and Elkas are going to be the same price. I think Bandit's a lot cheaper, but
I don't know any of them.
dude, there's some Amazon $60 shocks. Here's, yeah, those Amazons, they don't even tell you what they're for. They're just,
There.
you're going to have to pay good money if you want good shocks. And if a company you order a pair of shocks from says, yeah, we'll send them out, and they don't ask you any questions, then most likely it's not going to be worth a darn. You need them to ask you what kind of weight you're going to be carrying and all that kind of good stuff. If they don't, they're just taking a pair of shocks off the shelf and giving them to you. But everybody's riding is different. Our riding, depends on where we're at, is different from day to day.
Rock climbing sometimes.
Yeah, we were, a couple weeks ago, we were in Arkansas going up rocks and bouncing off of little boulders.
A lot of it, the ones where you would go down the mountains and like, there would be just like, a bunch of rocks. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get stuck on a rock.
Now, you don't have to take off this part right here. I'm taking it off because I also have to tighten it up a little bit, and I gotta make sure this isn't bent. So this you don't have to take out, but it's just taking out your Carter key in here, taking this nut off, give it a little tap before the nut's completely off. I don't think we'll have to remove. We did have to unbolt this brake line, pull it out of the way. So we'll get that to about right there. Tap it right here a couple times. Came loose. I don't know if they, yeah, I think they saw it, but anyway, here, that's what popped it loose. Banging on the bottom of the castle nut wasn't what made it come loose though. This one wasn't real bad shape. Is that straight or curved? That's what I need to check.
It looks straight.
It looks decently straight, but I'm gonna grab an Allen wrench here and just kind of use it to compare. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, we got a light turn off. It's got a little bit of a bow in it, but it doesn't look like enough to mess us up.
So batteries on this one.
Okay, we'll grab another one.
I don't know where I'm here.
Okay, no problem. Lost the light. It's a little darker. I can work in the dark for now. Okay, we're gonna go over here to the ball.
Back of it.
Oh, yeah, you can plug it in with the extension cord. That's what I like about these Milwaukee lights. We're in the shop, we can go ahead and throw an extension cord on it. Good pair of needle nose here. Let's pull this camera back this way. Okay, so our next thing is this ball joint. What is it called? Why do I want to call it a ball joint?
A-arm?
No, the A-arm's this right here.
Yeah.
Ball joint. This piece right here.
Oh,
We ordered a new one. I can't remember what they called it. I don't think they called it what I normally call it. I think I call it a ball joint. Upper and lower ball joints. I do not know why I'm not. We need the other blue toolbox over here. I don't seem to have the right tools. Okay, on this one, there's no way to get under here and hit this castle nut. What's that? No, on this one, we're still at 36%.
Oh, the other one was probably left on.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna tap it right here. Popped right up. I believe they give you a little extra meat instead of rounding this off to make it pretty, to be able to hit it like that. So we'll lift up. That will disconnect our ball joint. Free. Now we just have these right here on this, the pin here. Get our little stand.
There's so much dirt.
I know.
And leaves.
It's just like somebody went riding out in the middle of a mountain or something and picked up a lot of trash.
Millions of leaves.
I know, those leaves get stuck in there. They're hard to get out.
Like, Arkansas, compared to Texas, Arkansas is just a forest.
Okay. Put that bolt right there on our little thing. That we have to reuse.
It's a long.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so pull this out. Okay, now our new ones. Let's move over here to the table. We're just gonna set up on this table just for a second. We've got another project going on it.
Wait, what is
So,
it? For the forklift.
that's a forklift rear end. Yeah. Hey, could you go get the ball joints? It's in the CF Moto bag in the truck. I'm not sure exactly where I put it. Okay, so here's the new one. You can see what we had to modify for those bigger tires. We just had to cut that down. It was just barely touching it. I don't know that we're gonna run those tires, but we're probably gonna go ahead and make that modification while we've got out. Yeah, you can pull it back. I don't need a lot of light here. We're not gonna be here very long. And we need to pull these bushings out right there, or we use the new ones that I did order. Okay, so we ordered a couple of fuel caps.
Yeah.
You're gonna be riding, you got 3 or 4 of these units, order you a cap, because one day you'll fill it up and you'll tell someone else to fill up the next machine and nobody will look to check the cap. So here are your little plastic bushings. If you get a little popping noise in your suspension, then you need to go in and check these. And if the tube, the bushing, the metal tube or the metal sleeve that goes on the boat is loose in here, then you need to replace these. And here's our new ball joint. Main pin assembly is what they call it. I call it a ball joint. I believe you're going to have to use your snap ring from your original. Yes. So you'll have to use your snap ring and your castle nut. So if for some reason you lose or something and you need both, you better order both at once. I got upper and lowers. Let's make sure these are the same. They are exactly the same. Long bushing. Okay. So we need the metal pin out. We have a press right there. I don't think we're going to be using the press. I'm not sure. I may use the press just as a little table because I've got a little jig sitting there where I can press that out, hammer it out.
I know where it is. What is this?
The little red hammer will be fine. That'll be okay. And I have this. It's a broken extension for a nut driver.
Just in case that doesn't work, I have this one.
Oh, cool.
Can I bring the camera over here?
You can. No, don't worry about it. We're probably gonna cut this out and just end up with the bushings, putting the new ones in, because nobody wants to see me hammering on stuff the wrong way. Right? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Hang on, everybody. Okay, well, we traded the press in for a vise. It's coming out. We're doing okay. I would not use one of my extensions this way. This is something I found that was garbage, and it already been beat on quite a bit when I found it, but it is perfect for this kind of work. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take these plastic bushings out. Maybe. Is it coming out? Not really, right? Huh. Maybe since this end's got a little...
No.
No, it doesn't fit, so... See if I make it fit. Nope. Alright, so that's not gonna work. I don't think these are gonna come out easy. I've got planned new ones. Let's just go with the new ones. Could you bring me one of the new? You know what? We're gonna have to clean that hole up a little bit right there. We'll have to take the drill and clean that out. I hit it with this, so now it misshapened it. Look, fits perfect. So it misshapened it a little bit.
Do we need that?
This? Yes. This is the bushing that goes on the plastic. I didn't order another one. So we'll have to take our drill bit, clean that out a little bit, or a Dremel, clean it out, but that's not a big deal. Go ahead and get that A-arm off. Let's, we're gonna need the snap ring off of it. I hit it with a hammer a couple times. You may have to tap it with a hammer. And yes, he's wearing a cool shirt. Main Street Cycle shirt. I'm glad they support St. Jude's. That's pretty cool. By the way, if you want to support St. Jude's, they have a setup where you can give them a monthly amount. $10 a month, $5 a month. Every little bit helps. The St. Jude's. Remember all the St. Jude's stuff we get? And they always have little things that they'll give you a shirt. This shirt saves lives, stuff like that. But it's a good cause. Okay, well, I am going to take this here. We're going to throw a little grease in here.
Yeah, I don't want to get on the back.
Oh, I'm going to use a little bit of this fluid film. This machine now.
The extension?
Yeah, that extension.
This isn't gonna be part of a video. I don't think it is. Okay, 17% better. GoPro battery.
Okay, so I don't know. It's something that interrupts the signal to tell it it's running, not running rich enough or something like that. Could you tap? You didn't see it? Brian, go look on the floor underneath the radio. Yeah. Okay. No full battery. Hey, well, we had some issues with getting the ball joint pressed on, so we had to turn around and take the old one off and reuse it. While we were pressing it on, we cut the new ball joint, so we'll be ordering a couple of those. I think we just have some in spare. I don't remember what they were. We got them from our local dealer in McAllen, Martinez. But we got the new one pressed in. All we have to do now is put our snap ring on it. Make sure it seats in there. Okay. Just gonna spin it one time around just to make sure if there's any dirt underneath it kind of falls out. So we got our ball joint back in. We'll have to put this bushing. I lubed the bushing and I put some red grease in here. And so we'll tap that in. This is not that hard to tap in. I will take my bolt that goes on it, set it on top, and just tap it down on the table a little bit. We stop tapping it right before the threads come out, because if you sit there and slam this into the table, you're gonna mess up your threads. Okay, push the grease out. Let me get something to wipe that grease off.
Towel?
We will have to order a grease thing. I don't have a grease thing. Oh yeah, I forgot we have paper towels on the back.
I thought we got a bunch for red.
I know. For what?
For red. The go-kart. The red go-kart that we have?
Oh, those grease things? We may, but the problem with having stuff scattered between separate places. I don't know where it is all the time. Okay. Put the nut back on, tap that back through. It's not even tight. Okay, now we're gonna reassemble. I will put it up there. That will hold it still. Grab this. Tap in. It would probably be easier to take the shock off and get it out of the way. But it's doable with or without the shock out of the way. Should have zip tied it up out of the way probably. I cannot see if I'm lined up. There we are. It just slipped into place. That's good. Put the nut on that goes on the back side of this. I'm not going to tighten it up until I have this on, because one, it makes it hard to move around. Two, is we want to make sure everything's aligned kind of in a good spot before we tighten everything all the way up.
Are both of the, is that on the other side bent and messed up?
Bent?
Or,
This?
no, on the other side, the other tire.
I don't think we have anything bent. No, everything's straight. This is straight. This has a natural bend from the factory, because it's the exact same on the other side. And when I climbed under y'all's, it had the exact same little bump right here. I wish I could get the long trail. Maybe we can build them. Okay, so that's on. Shocks in my way. Should have tied the shock up.
Powerful rust and corrosion protection.
Yeah, that fluid film, I like that stuff. Okay, I'd take the castle nut off. That shock. It fell down in the arm. Okay. back. The bolt for our brake line. Let's get that in. Has settled. Then we can do a little bit of a quick alignment. We'll get the steering wheel dead straight and then we'll align it to that, because right now the steering wheel sits crooked after the accident. So that will be our next project. We do have alignment tool. I don't think we're going to finish it today. Probably not. We're going to go grab something to eat. Thanks for watching.